So let's see what is needed from the grocery store for this recipe. 1 pack of fettuccine number 132 or 103, pound of chicken, 4 ounces of gorgonzola, 4 to 5 mushrooms, 4 ounces of heavy cream, dried sage, rosemary and parsley, garlic and onion, cucumber and lettuce for the salad, and of course the standard salt, pepper and olive oil. For cooking the best pasta, you always need enough water. In a large pot, put 2.5 liters of water, add olive oil and salt, and be sure that it's enough water because for 1 pack, that's pretty much what you need. And once the water starts boiling and you put the pasta in, you don't want to add cold water in because that will definitely mess up the pasta. Next up is getting ready for the base. The best way to cut the onion is cut the top opposite of the root and then peel it. Once you peel the onion, you'll realize that the whole half is actually holding on the root. So this time, all you have to do is just go like a 1/4 inch right next to the root in one direction and then cut it on the opposite. You can repeat the same thing for the other half. Onions and garlic always go together, right? Absolutely. Take 4 cloves out of the bulb and with a knife, press them firmly. Once you cut off the tip, the garlic will come out in a second. I don't like my garlic too thin. All I do is just pass it once on the long line and repeat the same thing 3 times in the other direction. I already have avocado oil on very low heat, and this will make my onions and garlic very soft, and that's what you want for this dish. But be careful about the temperature because you can easily burn this, and then it's gonna just taste very, very bad. Sometimes I'm making this dish completely vegetarian. Just double the size of mushroom. Instead of 4 or 5, use 10, 11 and eliminate the chicken. Once you incorporate everything together with garlic, onion and pasta, you won't even see the mushroom in. In any case, I do cut them a little bit thicker to kind of look like meat, but again, you can always take the chicken out. So this is how it should look by now. Remember, before you cut the meat, there is one thing you should always practice. Never cut meat and vegetables on the same board. Always have 2 boards, and if you like the same design, at least mark them, and this way you will know which one is for meat and which one is for vegetables. When choosing the best chicken, buy fresh and definitely raised without hormones or antibiotics. Any meat needs to relax before cutting and cooking. The same thing with chicken too. The best practice, 1 hour before cooking, take it out of the fridge. This way it sits, it relaxes, and it gets very nice and soft. For this dish, I always cut it very thin because I don't want the chicken or any other item to dominate the pasta. I only want to see the pasta, but not big chunks of chicken. Don't forget that we're on low heat, and you definitely want to keep it that way. Stir it to mix together and cover it for 4 or 5 minutes before adding the seasoning. So one thing I forgot to mention in the beginning, it's using vegetable seasoning. In this case I'm using Vegeta, but you can use any other brand. And now that the base releases all of the juices, it's also time to add the rest of the seasoning. And I love using sage and rosemary. This will give very nice wild flavor, kind of like a mountainish, like a flavor from the village. So here we are. We're pretty much done with the first step, which is making the base. We stir it good, we cover it, and we wait for another 4 or 5 minutes to get soft. By then the water should be boiling, so the pasta is ready to go in. And as I mentioned in the beginning, don't forget to use only 132 or 103 number pasta, not 6 or 7 because that's just too thick and the flavors will not be right. Take a fork and stir it around so it doesn't get stick together and get clumpy. By the time that the pasta is cooking, also don't forget to stir the base occasionally and keep it on very low heat as it was from before. So don't touch the heat through this whole time. All manufacturers have time indication of how long the pasta should be boiling for. But that's really personal preference because some people like it al dente and some people like it boiled more. This, I'll just leave it up to you, you make your own decision. So in this case, you see how I took it out and I took a little and I put around 4.5 to 5 spoons of the liquid in the base. And you definitely want to have this because that's your golden liquid and that's what's gonna make this pasta taste even much better. Once you strain the hot water, you want to give it a shower with the cold water. This is my standard practice and this kind of makes the pasta nice and hard But at the same time, once it goes in and it gets incorporated with my base, still will get softer, but it's not gonna get slimy, and that's very, very important. Okay, so we're pretty much getting to the end right now. Definitely keep the heat the same temperature as it was from before, so it should be high. In some cases, maybe even the highest. This is the time we're gonna put the gorgonzola and just stir everything very good until it incorporates in the pasta. The same thing with the heavy cream. Put everything in and just stir until you see everything kind of coming together. Just don't forget that the heavy cream, it's cold, so it's gonna need some time until it comes to boiling, but that's why don't touch the heat at all. By the time that I'm waiting for my heavy cream to come to boiling point, it's time to get ready for the salad. So clean up the surface and get the old board, the one that you're cutting vegetables with, and cut around 6-7 pieces from the lettuce head. Be sure to wash it very good because you know lettuce has a little bugs, has a little worms, especially when it's organic. Once you do that, just cut it very simple. Pass it on a couple of times and put it straight in the bowl. By the time I'm washing my cucumber, I will also check if the pasta is almost ready or if the heavy cream is to the boiling point, and definitely not to burn on the bottom, so I'm gonna stir it a couple of times, but I think in this case that's it, it's ready. Also, many times I'm seeing people peeling the cucumber and then washing it. I do always the opposite. You definitely have to wash it first and then peel it, and that's your cleanest way of peeling it, and that's the way how you're keeping the most nutritions. Just a very simple dressing: olive oil, red wine vinegar, and salt, and pretty much that's it. And I absolutely love simplicity, and this is pretty much the way how it is because I don't want the salad to dominate here. Here the salad is just a side dish. Just take a fork, mix it, pretty much that's it. Here it is, the yummy, yummy, yummy thing. This is, oh my god, good. This is, oh my god, delicious. It came up just absolutely perfect. The whole family ate this from this spot. Everybody loved it. The kids always adored this dish. So pretty much we almost done. Just shave some Parmesan cheese. You do the same thing over the top of the salad. And now at the very end, you just get some dry parsley. That's your final decoration. Regardless summer or winter, I find that the best drink for this dish is chilled grappa or chilled white wine. So we're all done with this dish, and I truly hope that you're gonna love it. Bye!